This is the beginning of a journey across the world, a search for some of the most beautiful, desolate, inaccessible climbing locations. The mission? To find unclimbed rock and to climb it. This isn't about chasing PBs or pushing the limits of climbing performance. This is a love letter to the pastime that is rock climbing and all of the wonderful adventures it affords us. Welcome to All Chalk, No Friction.
Bit bony. Man, this is sick.
Do a high heel. Get up higher. Where's that chalk? This is our first episode, my first mission. And I've flown across the ditch to the beautiful South Island of New Zealand. I've brought most of my adventure gear from home, but I've picked up a few supplies in town too. A hire vehicle, a trail map, a pack raft, and some ultralight meals. Where exactly I plan to go from here is a somewhat fluid concept, but I start, as all good trips start, by consulting the advice of a local.
Oh, Saxon!
Smithy!
What's up, bro? How are you?
Good, brother. Guess where I am?
Where? They haven't let you back in the country.
Yeah, I'm back in the South Island of New Zealand, brother. I'm actually driving out towards the west coast now. Do you reckon that's a good call? Is that a good zone? I've never
Mate, well, there's two zones in there. There's Castle Hill and there's Flock Hill. You're bouldering, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, that's the way. And you'll get late afternoon sun all through that valley. It's pretty pristine through there, bro.
Sweet, man. Awesome. Okay, so our plan from there is we're going to camp tonight somewhere around that Flock Hill zone, and then tomorrow keep going. Do you have any like intel on what we could do on that sort of leg of the journey?
If you've got time, I've got my wife's cousin lives out there, and he's got this big plot of land in the middle of nowhere, bro. And there's a couple of huge slabs that will no doubt have ever been touched by hand. Like, we're talking the remotest part of the west coast, essentially. So if you're looking for something exciting, man, I'll fold you in with it, man. I'll link you up, and
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll look after you.
Hell yeah. Okay, thank you so much, man. You're an absolute legend.
No worries at all. Make sure you come past and say good day as well. It'd be good to see your face.
Will do, brother. Thanks heaps.
Later, mate.
See you, mate. Far out. That was absolutely amazing. So we've got intel on a private zone with private river access. No one's ever climbed it before. There's only been a couple of kayakers that the guy's given private access to once before. But otherwise, this place has never really been seen or explored. So we're out of here, and our mission has just got a whole lot more intense. Woohoo! Oh my goodness, that is Flock Hill, one of the most breathtaking things I've ever seen in my life. It's like a giant rock garden in the middle of a field. There must be over 1,000 limestone boulders just positioned on top of this hill like sculptures. It almost looks like Stonehenge or something. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen, and I cannot wait to go there and put my hands on that rock. So now I'm going to go park at this gravel turnout, get my pack out and my climbing mat, jump the fence and start walking in. Apparently the walk's about 3.5 kilometers. So somewhere along the way, I'll stop, make camp, and then continue on to Flock Hill so I can make camp in the daylight hours and then climb Flock Hill into the sunset. So we're on our way to the first climbing spot, and this is just so beautiful. We're about to come out into the more desolate, arid hill section where the rock climbing zones are, but down here is the river. I don't know if you can hear it, but The birds and the river sounds are just so beautiful, and so I think I'll find a spot, if I can, just on this riverbank somewhere. Well, this zone looks as good as any. The river is just here. You can hear it in the background. There's a lot of life here. It's beautiful. We're about to come out into that arid section of the hill with all the climbs. So this is probably the best spot to set up camp. We'll just quickly set up our gear while the sun's still super high in the sky. And then as it gets a little bit cooler into the afternoon, we'll head up to Flock Hill and try and find some climbs. All right, we're out in the hill zone now, and not sure if you can see, but there's climbable boulders up there. There's climbable boulders on that ridge all the way over there. I'm just on this kind of access track right now. I don't really know where I am, but I have heard that Flock Hill has thousands and thousands of climbs, and many of them haven't been touched. So the further we go, the more chance we have of finding climbs that aren't polished, that have never been climbed. These things look so beautiful though. It's an absolutely breathtaking place. But man, it's a bit of a walk. And these hills, the actual Flock Hill itself, it actually does look a bit ominous. Another bonus about being here in New Zealand is that there's no snakes. And that means we can wander through country that's like knee-high grass for kilometers and just have absolutely no worries. It's such a good little feature. That's where we're going. Let's get there. I've come a fair way below me, but I'm just entering the rock garden now. This is just a maze. Some of the biggest boulders I've ever seen in my life. The camera's just not going to do it justice, but some of these boulders are the size of small buildings. So I think what I'm going to do is get maybe another half a kilometre up this hill and then start working my way back down once I find something. This is unbelievable. It's a crazy adventure. So, what I'm thinking is, this little pod here, it's kind of a 3-finger pod. And this pinch, if I can get my foot up, just basically smearing on the side of the wall here, and then get a high foot on this side of this runnel, I can kind of ride this runnel with my hands and this runnel with my feet all the way up. And hopefully it's an okay warm up. Doesn't look to be too hectic, but we'll see. First I gotta chalk the holds, just do a little bit of maintenance. There's a lot of this moss that's kind of grown over. It's kind of a testament to how infrequently some of this stuff is climbed. It's pretty amazing to be up here and just sussing out climbs that we think might work and going for it. There's no trail map up here. I'll just give it a try, eh? Yeah. the next one. So this one's a really cool one. It's got a pretty juggy start hold, a bad left foot on a smear. You kind of yeet yourself over to this sloper. It's kind of the worst hold of the climb, and then reposition your body around this arete. And I use a knee bar, a very subtle knee bar, to get a match on that bad sloper. Send my right hand up. Then I get a foot into this little crack. And that allows me to release the left hand, go up, find this kind of small pocket around the edge there, and then pull myself up. From here, my right foot goes into this little hole here, and from there I'm home and hosed. I just ride the crack all the way up. I really love this one. Super beautiful climb. I don't know if anyone's ever climbed it before, but this isn't on any trail map I've seen. Super cool. The sun's just about to go down behind those mountains. I'm pretty done for the day. I've done a lot of walking, couple climbs. It's been super fun, but I've got to get back to camp, make sure that I can get a fire going, get some dinner cooked, and get my bed fully set up before it gets fully dark and things become a bit of admin. So yeah, I'm going to start walking back. Tomorrow's another day. Guys, this is probably as opportune time as any for me to, for the first time, say these words. If you guys want to, please subscribe, like the post, comment below. It really helps the algorithm apparently, because I absolutely love this stuff and I want to put myself into the craziest environments for your viewing pleasure and really test my body and see what's out there in terms of beauty. So the more people I can get subscribed, the more kind of brand partnerships I can foster, and the better I can do with these productions. So yeah, like and subscribe. It's not bad. I'm just gonna eat this and then hit the sack, get up for sunrise. Today was awesome, but I've realized it is kind of hard to do these trips solo and climb solo. I feel like it'd be great to have a local to show me around, and also just to climb with someone. The hive mind, the collective consciousness of climbing together, it's always so lovely, and I feel like I climb harder when I am climbing with someone, and someone else will do something that makes me realize, oh, that move's possible. And so it was a little bit hard today, but I had so much fun. I found a few really great climbs, and so I'm just going to eat this, jump straight into bed, and get up tomorrow and go again. So until then, bye for now. So I woke up this morning to a bit of unexpected rain. There's a lot of fog that's kind of moved in and sunk into the valleys between these hills overnight, and it's brought a lot of moisture, and it's like this really thin rain, if that makes any sense. It's like almost like there is no rain, but when you stand outside you get drenched. It's such a strange experience. It's freezing cold as well. It's like maybe 4 or 5 degrees now. Another big day ahead, but super excited, and hopefully this fog lifts and the rain goes away pretty soon and we get gifted another perfect day.
Hey, sexy brother. Just got a hold of Gary. All good, mate. You can camp on his place. There's a couple of pretty epic spots. See if he's kicking around and say g'day, because he said if you do have pack rafts, you're a pretty good shout walking up the river, and then if you can get into that country, bro, like that's proper country, next level. Yeah, man, it looks like the weather window's all time, so enjoy it. Alright, later, bro, bye.
Okay, we're on the road, day 2. Day 1 was so special, climbing up Flock Hill and trying out some boulders. And now we're driving out to the west coast. We're gonna try and get through Smithy's Mate's locked gate to see if we can get access to that private section of river. Maybe see if we can have a fish, set up camp for the night, and try and find some unclimbed rock. But I just wanted to mention one of the most beautiful things about coming to New Zealand and going on these adventures is the driving itself. Seeing some of these far out landscapes, they look like something out of Lord of the Rings, is truly breathtaking. These mountains that surround us now, clearly they're covered in snow throughout the winter time. But to see it now in late summer, early autumn is just an entirely different experience. These things are desolate. Above the tree line, it's just sandy, and it contrasts so beautifully with the native greenery. The rivers are wide and lazy, and they're kind of braided throughout this massive cobblestone riverbank, which flows as a torrent in high rainfall periods, but now in late summer, it's just kind of a collection of trickling streams. It's also home to some of the most ancient flora in the world, and these forests are just full of prehistoric conifers, which are breathtakingly beautiful and just look so ancient. It's one of the best things about driving through New Zealand is the conifers. It's a weird thing to get excited about, but when you see it for yourself, it is truly breathtaking. What does this say up here? Road not maintained. Yep, well, realised that. That's a locked gate. Is that the locked gate? That's not it. That's not it. We'll keep going. It's sort of heading in the wrong direction, that one. Yes, that's it, I think. Hold up. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the locked gate. Holy crap. Oh. Thank you, Smithy. That's a gate closed to the public, and this is my car now on the other side of it, thanks to a local tip-off. Man, this adventure just got real. Let's go! Wow, this is why we go on adventures, for stuff like this. Alright, so we've pulled up on the side of this guy's driveway. The creek's just in the background there, and I think we're just going to set up camp here. Use the car to keep all of our stuff in. Looks like it's going to get a bit cloudy tonight on the weather forecast, so we'll keep all of our stuff in the car. We'll just set up our tents and sort of camp next to the car, cook up some steaks, and hopefully old mate comes down at some point. We get to have a yarn with him. But just having access to this beautiful place is unreal. And tomorrow, I think we're going to launch our kayaks from here and just head off on a couple of day adventure downriver. Smithy reckons there's some gorge country to check out, so we're going to see what it has in store for us. So I made this. It's basically makeup remover from the chemist, and I boiled candle wax and lighter fluid in my kitchen, and then just sort of steeped each of these in here, and the wax sort of dries and keeps the lighter fluid encased within it. And I put it inside this cool jar which I just got from the $2 shop, and I etched on the front of it, "Not all who wander are lost." It's really special to me, and these things have got me out of many sticky situations. It also allows me to light a fire with just a ferro rod, which is kind of my preferred way of lighting a fire. So as you'll be able to see, with a few strikes, you can do it in the wet, can do it in the wind, and in my opinion it's more reliable than a lighter. There we go. 4 swipes and she's alight. Now it's just a matter of making sure that the right tiny kindling is in at the right time. I'm kind of one for building a fire with tiny matchsticks and slowly working up to the bigger pieces. I feel like it's just much more tactile way of building fire. This thing's blasting now. In half an hour or 45 minutes, that'll be ready to cook steaks on. I've got my grills here, carefully selected 2 flat rocks on each side, so let's go fishing. Alright, we want to get across there to that section of riverbank so we can go fish up there and fish all around this meander. Well, we've got the stakes on behind us, the tent set up, the sun setting in the background. This could not be any better. Well, the one thing that could be just a little bit better is if I had just caught a trout, but we have plenty of time for that. And this scene is just breathtaking. New Zealand is truly everything they say it is and more. I feel really lucky to be here. This stuff really lights me up, keeps me alive. Alright, it's probably time to turn those stakes. That's what I've been waiting for the last few days.
So I've woken up this morning and I'm still in bed. It's like nearly 7 o'clock. And one of the main things keeping me in bed is just something I wanted to show you quickly, which is the one downside of adventuring in New Zealand, and that is these guys, the sandfly. Now, it depends where you go, and it depends on the time of year, but they've just gone next level. So today, I'm gonna have to dress up to the nines, get my fob on and my sunnies, and get my full long sleeve shirt and pants on to make sure that I stay well clear of these things. Alright, come get ready with me in a sandfly infested forest. I don't really like putting that DEET stuff on. I'm a little bit conspiratorial when it comes to putting poison on your skin that kills other animals. I feel like it's a bit gross, but I will put it on, like if I need to, but I'll try and dress up first before I put that stuff on.
Gary? Yes! How are you, mate? I'm Saxon. Nice to meet you, bro. Yeah. Thanks so much for letting us stay.
Oh, no worries.
I can't believe you're wearing this. I'm like trying to get away from the sandflies.
yeah, that that's bad
man.
down like close to the stream. Yeah.
So I think our plan is to somehow get to the gorge from here.
Yeah,
is that possible?
Yeah,
with pack rafts?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. If you go up that track that you're going up, just carry on all the way, and you just keep going, and then you'll come out into the actual riverbed. You'll start to see where the gorge starts to gorge up, and then there's an old track like inside the bush edge on the right. So if you just cut straight in to the bush edge, you'll get onto this old like actually the old bulldozer track, and if you just keep following that, you'll go through a deer gate there. It's pretty overgrown and shit, but you just carry on through there, and then eventually just pop out and the gorge will be right there.
Does the gorge have any climbable, like gorgy rock on the side?
Yeah, that'll be the perfect place. And the actual gorge is just, it's rock faces, you know.
True.
And you can paddle. I've paddled my pack raft just like up into the gorge.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'm fully thankful to you, so
Yeah,
thanks heaps.
no
I really
worries,
appreciate
mate.
it, brother.
Yes, sweet, yes.
Oh,
well,
alright.
you guys, like, you know bloody hassle to me, so just stay as long as you want. She's all good.
Wow, that was one of the most amazing interactions I've ever had. That guy was so salt of the earth, so accommodating. We're here in his off-grid property. He clearly wants to be left alone, but to be so accommodating to us is unreal. But yeah, we're making tracks now, so I'm gonna go get back to my setup and launch the kayak and follow his instructions around the front, get up to that gorge, see if we can find some climbable rock. Yoo-hoo! Wow, this is pretty special. Bit bony. Man, this is sick. Oh my goodness me. Some sections of river are so bony that you actually have to portage your canoes down them. It's not just pack rafting, there's actually a large number of rapids here in late season that you have to walk down carefully. It's kind of sketch. Definitely adds a bit of work. But man, look at where we are. This is just so special. It's been about an hour since we left camp and we're still on this dude's property. It's mental. It's really special. This guy's got a really special place that he calls home. I was so lucky to be able to enjoy it. We've come a couple k's downriver. We've reached the access track. I'm going to finally pull up stumps for the day. Just chill, set up camp with some daylight and watch the sunset. It's gonna be epic today. I can already tell. I just feel so lucky and so fortunate to be able to enjoy this experience. It's amazing. So thankful to Smithy, to his cousin. I can't wait to see what's around the next river bend. So we'll do that walk tomorrow. It's like 3 k's and hopefully we come out at the gorge, and I'm really excited to see what that holds for us. Man, New Zealand is a special place and we have been gifted some special weather. I think the West Coast is usually quite rain lashed and wind lashed, but man, we've seen a different West Coast this trip. It's just perfect. There's not a breath of wind. It's obviously beautifully blue skies. A little bit of fog in the morning, which is just lovely. Like, it's very poetic. I really enjoy it. Being from Queensland, I don't see that stuff very often. So yeah, just feeling really lucky. All right, I'm gonna go set up camp and take in this sunset. Yoo! Bye for now. Now this is just a quick PSA sidebar for those of you who want to at me in the comments about my choice of footwear. Crocs. Now the reason I wear these things, those of you who would have seen me hiking up the mountain yesterday in these things will be mortified, but when I come on these missions, they're ultralight. Like, I have to fit everything in a backpack, my food, my life-sustaining supplies, everything. And when it comes to footwear, Crocs are the all-terrain, four-wheel drive vehicle, so to speak. So I wear these things uphill and down dale. They can take me underwater. They're subaquatic. They can also take me straight from there up the mountain. So, you know, when you're in these environments where every kilogram counts, it's really important that you choose footwear that kind of works for you. And yeah, I've got a pretty eccentric style when it comes to my choice of footwear, but honestly, Crocs are so good. I get no blisters. I have no issues. They're so ultra light, and they're great on boats, they're great in the bush, they're great underwater. So for me, Crocs are the one-stop shop. Subtle shout out to Crocs. Send us a spono. Woo!
The sun is rising and I'm freezing cold this morning, and I do not want to get out of bed. Maybe it's because of the cold, maybe it's because I have a massive walk ahead of me and I don't really know what direction I'm going, or if I'm going the right way, or even if there's a gorge at the other side. But I am trusting the word of this property owner, who I assume knows his zone and who gained my trust pretty heavily in our conversation. He seems so cool and salt of the earth. So there is potential for unclimbed rock, and I am here to find it. So I best get after it.
So we're on the walk, and it's not easy, but it's not too bad. We've got about, I think, 3.5, 4 Ks to go, and then we'll reach what this guy reckons is a bit of a gorgy zone. I'm super stoked to get there and see what he's talking about. And so much of the geology here has been ripped out from the ocean floor over millions of years. All of this grey wacke and limestone is seabed geology, so it's clearly been lifted up by that alpine fault that runs across the west coast of New Zealand over millions, hundreds of millions of years, to create the mountains that I'm walking up right now. Super special place. Well, we've made it to the end of the walk. We followed the farmer's instructions to a T, and I did get a bit carried away and I went out and had a look, but wow, this is what we have just arrived at. It is unbelievable. Let me see if I can give you a closer look. I'm just gonna jump straight into my wetsuit and launch the pack raft and get straight out there, because that looks like grey wacke. That up there looks like full climbable grey wacke. We're in a proper gorge here, and I think if we follow this rapid down into the deep gorge, we're gonna get into some skinny water and potentially some proper climbable rock. All right, that looks like a bit of a sieve there. Just need to keep sort of clear from that. Kind of looks doable. The portage looks gnarly, so I'm just gonna do it. Looks like it comes out in good water down there, so let's give it a go, eh? This is what we came here for. This is well worth the adventure. Let's see if I can show you. Now this is what we're looking at. There's just like no shortage of climbable rock here. Like that edge looks very close to climbable, and it's over such deep water. Wow. Little crack there, that's a juggy crib, and then you could kind of underclip. Maybe that's a little crimp there. Might give this one a try straight up. It's not that I'm gonna have trouble finding climbable rock, it's that I'm gonna have trouble choosing what rock to climb. All right, I'm gonna go see if I can search downstream, find some potentially climbable zones, start looking for problems on these massive cliffs. It's kind of scary. I'm frothing. Let's go. This is one of the most special places that I've ever been. I can't tell you. I hope the camera's doing it justice, because this is just mind-blowing. It's crazy. Completely to ourselves. Look at this side. Okay, now this one looks awesome. Some pretty juggy holds to start, then as you traverse across to this edge, it kind of goes all the way up. You're overhanging this deep pool here. I think it looks possible. It's just a matter of whether you can get your left hand up to that edge. That looks like a good jug. If I can get my hand on there, I'm doing well to potentially top the climb. Also, getting up through this sort of chimney is going to be a bit of a wig out. Might need to grab that undercling, the one that's casting the shadow there. I reckon that's potentially within my wheelhouse, so I'm going to see if I can give that a go. Man, this is so special. Amazing. All right, I'm going to give this one more try and then move on. If I can't top it out, then that is what it is, as they say. Woo! Man, I love this. This is crazy. Climbing a rock that no one's ever climbed before. It's a crazy feeling. Whew. Okay, wide foot, high left foot. Hand to this little guy, then right, hand across, stand up, foot smeared. This can go to this crack, foot up, and around, yeah, to press. Grab this crack, get the foot high, turn this into a proper press. Yeah. Swivel. jam. I nearly fell. Holy crap. Switch your feet. So we can grab this jug. Stand up. Man, I'm gassed. Okay, feet up. Right here. And this is the hard move. Swinging under. I might get my heel in. Actually a toe. I get my toe in. That'll help. Switch. Okay. It's very consequential now. Now I've got to yeet myself to this thing. Reposition to a high heel. Get up higher. Where's that jug? No. Man, do I feel alive. That was so special. So special, I can barely communicate how special that was. And that's just me opening my account. So there's plenty more climbs to be had. I'm gonna keep going downstream and I'm sure I'll find one pretty quick, but we're here to climb, so whew, let's get climbing. I just literally saw a surface feeding trout. So I'm running this little imitation rainbow and I've actually just seen a couple of rainbow just feeding on the surface here. They're actually hogs too. So I'm going to try and catch one. Just a couple of casts. I can actually see some climbable rock over there either side of that waterfall. So that's what I'm going to hit next. But just slowly making my way down, drinking it in. This whole zone is utterly beautiful. Sight casted it. That thing is massive. Alright, so we've reached the end of the gorge. The sun has just popped out and found two more beautiful climbs here. So before I start heading back up, I'm going to try these two. They look pretty good. Either side of this little waterfall thing. So I reckon this could be a bit of a traverse starting from here. Alright, I'm just going to go for it. So that gassed me. I nearly couldn't get that first big move, but once I did, the rest of the climb went. There was one kind of nail section where I had to jump for a pretty juggy hold, but I had to cut loose, which, man, it's pretty gnarly when you don't know what's underneath you. That was super special. Oh man, I love this stuff. Now I'm just gonna do this other one on the other side of the same waterfall. I think it's possible. Hell yeah. Okay, so now we have the left side of the waterfall to look at. There's a few options here, I think. I need to get a bit closer to have a suss. So that looks like a bit of a juggy start hold. There's no feet, but that's a jug, so that should be fine. Then I can somehow get my feet up. There might be a tiny little foot chip there. I can get my left up to that crack maybe. And then once I get over the top section there, I should be able to just get high feet, swing across and slowly move my feet and body up so I can then ride this crack and traverse across here. See how that goes. I don't know. Man, this is no joke. Not want to fall right now. Yeah. No. Man, that was, I got tongue-tied or something. I just couldn't get past that bit. Alright, I'm gonna have a rest and try again. Man, that was hard. That was the first kind of sketchy thing that's happened to me so far. I nearly fell at a really bad time. There's like a pretty gnarly rock just under the surface at one point, and it's actually just where the crux is. So I go across to that undercling, and then I'm like really scared, and that next move takes a lot of strength. So the undercling is actually good. I can get to it. It's a bit of a span, but I can get to it. But there's no feet, and I can't really position my feet in a way that I can then reshuffle that left hand or cross through with my right to continue the traverse. I don't know how well this will read on the camera, but that is the undercling, and it's pretty good. But once I do that, the span is quite wide. I don't really know what to do with my feet to then free up my left hand to reposition or my right hand to cross through. So I'm a bit stuck. The other scary thing is that that's the crux, and also this is the worst place to fall. This rock here is kind of right where you'd fall if you fell there, and you know, it is precarious. So I'm a bit lost as to what to do, and I'm gassing out. I've climbed a lot today. So I'm gonna give this one more try. I feel like that move is doable for me. I'd love to get to the end of that traverse, because once you get through that move, I feel like for the rest of it, it's really good feet and bad hands, which could be a really fun little sequence, and the fall becomes really inconsequential from there. So hopefully I can try one more time, get through that move. It's been a big week of sleeping on my back and putting myself in the spot, but man, has it been worth it. I'm going to try this climb one more time. Hopefully I can get it, and then I'm going to go home. This trip has been amazing. Amazing doesn't even cut it. Like, hopefully this does it justice. But gee whiz, what an adventure. I can't wait to do more of these all over the world, hopefully. Man. Come on. move. going to stay unfinished. It was sick. I got the move that time. I grabbed the undercling, and what it took was repositioning my feet so I could actually move that left hand to a little crack, which was only a few centimeters further across, but it allowed me just what I needed to get my right hand to that undercling and get my feet across. From there, there was good feet and bad hands, so I tried to sort of press this giant undercling, but man, I'm gassed. I've climbed too much today. I'm just gonna get out of here, I think, head back to camp and slowly make my way back to a hotel and then fly home. Man, this has been an amazing adventure. I'm stoked to have brought you guys along with me and do all those things that you usually do on YouTube, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next climb.